morning. Welcome back to another vlog. So this week's vlog, I'm going to take you through a week of training sessions with me. We're a few weeks out from when I'm going to start my season for, I guess, the first part. We do have a bit of a break over the Christmas and New Year's period in which we just go back and do a little bit more work based on feedback from this sort of first part. So yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to bring you along and see. So it is Sunday morning. I do consider my training week to start on a Sunday and finish on a Saturday. So this morning I do just have a longer run. It's 12 minutes followed by some strides afterwards. And the idea is obviously a little bit of mental fitness, because a long run is a long way for a short sprinter. Secondly, a little bit of fitness. And thirdly, it's not at such an aggressive, tiring pace, so it also helps to flush out any sort of residual lactic acid from my legs from the Saturday session, which is the day before, which was race modelling over hurdles. So let's go head off and get started now. Monday. So yesterday I went for my run. I'm sorry I didn't come back and talk you through my run. I didn't forget. I came back, I made myself a smoothie, post-run smoothie, and I cooled off. It was incredibly hot. And then my mum and I went out grocery shopping, and there are some people about to walk past, and we came home and I just packed my bag and packed my lunch for today, and then I pretty much just lay on the couch and slept for a couple of hours while she watched something on Paramount Plus. Then we went for a walk, and then I came home, just sorted my clothes to wash, did a load of washing, and then went to bed early. Honestly, that was it. The run itself was really good. It's funny. I went out there when I was pulling my shoes on. My nails were a little bit longer then, and I cut myself, so I was bleeding. And then my Apple AirPods wouldn't sync for some unknown reason. It turns out they were flat, so I had to go get my older pair that usually one ear dies. It just goes super flat. Doesn't matter how long it's been on charge for. So, but fortunately didn't do that this time. But the run was really good. It was really hot because I'd sort of taken 20 minutes with the bleeding finger and then the AirPods and whatnot. But I made it further than I did last week, and I was literally 1 meter off what is my personal best, and as the furthest I've run sort of this season. So that was good. Did the stride throughs, and then yeah, just had a really relaxing night. This morning, as you would have seen, I woke up, I did some core work. I usually either do Pilates or core work before I go into the office, and there's a bunch of reasons for that. One, I like to do something a little bit active before I go and sit behind a desk all day, and because I do start work early so that I can finish early and be out at the track while there's still light during winter. I just work the same hours all year. Pretty much I can't go for a walk or anything like that, so I just do a little bit of core work. And the second reason why I really like it is because, you know, your core is so important for everything, and I think it does help with a little bit in the fact that I sit all day. morning. It's a bit of a weird angle. Yeah, it's just going to keep doing that. It's a bit of a weird angle, but happy Tuesday. I almost said Monday. We're just heading off to the gym. I do work from home on a Tuesday, and I usually go out during the day to the gym, but I have a doctor's appointment, and I thought I made it after work, but it turns out I've made it first thing, so I have to go to do gym first thing. I really don't feel like it. Oh, this lane ends. I really don't feel like it. I'm still really stiff and sore from yesterday's session. So it ended up raining, so we had 4 max 250s and then some turnaround 50 meters. And I ran with my 2 male training partners, which was really, really good. But it's also disheartening because they beat me by quite a bit, as they're both sub 50-second 400 runners. So that was fun and really, really hard work. And yeah, I pretty much just came home and went to bed. And yeah, I'm pretty sore. I did do a bunch of recovery things before I went to bed. Yeah, so this morning it's just gym, and then I'll do some recovery stuff while I sort of start my work day. And yeah, that's all.
I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, and it don't kill my vibe. I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, and it don't kill my vibe. I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, and it don't kill my vibe. I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, and it don't kill my vibe. My vibe, my vibe, my vibe, my vibe, my vibe, my vibe. Hey stupid, you think I want ya just because I am a woman. Hey stupid, I don't want ya, but you're way too dumb to see. I will get my
Right, so it turns out that it's recovery week in the gym. I didn't look, I hadn't even been counting, so I didn't realise. So that's a lesson in looking at your program before you get there. So it was just all body weight exercises, stretching, and then like a timed circuit body weight, that with body weights, not actual weights. So that was actually really good. I just ended the session by walking on the treadmill for about 10 minutes just to sort of, you know, keep the blood flowing and help with recovery. So I actually feel a lot better now that before I went in. I feel better now than before I went in. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm starving hungry now, so I'm going to head home, and I'm like heaps ahead of like where I thought I'd be this morning, which is good because I do want to get some work done before I head off to the doctor's this morning. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, I just had a moment then. So at work, as I was leaving, we were talking about something on Thursday. Now I'm a little bit confused to what day it is. So this morning, as you would have seen, I woke up and I did Pilates. I didn't do core work, I did Pilates. And yesterday, because I was so sore all day, like literally that gym session, which was like the lighter week, was just chef's kiss. That was exactly what I needed. I don't know necessarily that having like a heavy lifting session would have been beneficial. I think maybe it would have meant that today's session, which is hurdles, wouldn't have been as quality as I'm hoping it will be. So in the evening I did a yoga session, just to keep doing a little bit more stretching and that sort of stuff, and just loosen up my hip. The one I selected just did like lower back and hip stuff, so that was good. This morning I did Pilates, like I said, and now I've just come over to UQ. I need to get changed shortly for training, and yeah, we'll do some hurdles and a little bit of speed stuff this afternoon. And then tomorrow I will be taking that as my recovery day. We usually have a day off a week where I don't do any sort of training. And I've chosen Thursday, like I said earlier in the week, because Friday's a public holiday, so I can do my gym session and then just have the rest of the day recovering and off before Saturday. And also because I usually do drive on a Thursday, but because it's going to be a long weekend and I live outside the city towards the beach, traffic's going to be just horrendous. So I'll get the train, and I get on the train quite early to be in the office early so that I can finish early, and it's just all in the afternoon. I kind of get home and it's not too late to do something, but because I do have to walk up a hill from the train station, it's just a little, I'm just tired basically. So I'll just do that, have that, and then have Friday as my session. So this afternoon, like I said, it's hurdles and sprints. I'm looking forward to that. I've just taken a little bit of pre-workout, and I do that on days when I come from work to a track session, just because I find that while my job is not physically demanding, a lot of what I do is like analysis and putting reports together and like logistical stuff, and that's quite mentally draining. And I sit there all day and I stare at a computer screen, and I've just found that often I get over here and my energy is just a little bit low. Pretty picky about what I eat before training, because obviously being like a sprinter, you want to move fast and efficiently, and in my mind part of that is not having like a full stomach of food. So I've just started taking some pre-workout. I've tried a few. Some of them I haven't really liked, so I don't drink tea or coffee. So when they use the coffee as the stimulant and you can taste it, I don't like it. And I had one where I tried it and it had like, I think it was like green tea in it or something, and it was, yeah, I couldn't get on board with it. I couldn't get a sample size of it, so I had to take a chance and buy like a full bag of it, and I had to throw that out because it just was not nice and I couldn't find anyone who liked it. So I get changed now and we'll head in. Friday night. Today was a public holiday and I did my gym session this morning. It was only very light and I went for 2 walks today, so I've kind of had a couple of days of active recovery, which has been really, really good. But I just wanted to jump on here ahead of tomorrow's session and just talk about my session on Wednesday night. So the session was okay. The last rep was definitely my better rep, but I was sort of very stuttery in between the hurdles. And that's just, I think it's 2 factors. One, I stopped counting my strides last season. I just tried to feel them out because, we hadn't done a lot of hurdling because of COVID. But this year we've done a lot more hurdling, and so I do need to be a lot more exact on where I am in the race. And then the other thing is that I am stronger and faster. And so I do approach the hurdles a lot quicker than I usually do. So I definitely think the big solution to that is, and that's what I did in my last rep, was that I counted my strides. And it went a lot better because I sort of knew where I was, where the hurdle was, and what was going to happen, and just all that better things. So I'll keep working on that. On Saturday, we are not doing starts over the first hurdles. We are going to do some on the back straight and then on to the top bend. So it's another good chance for me to really nail my stride pattern and practice counting again, because that getting back into that habit will take a little bit. Other than that, it's been a really good week. Monday was absolutely massive session. And then to have a slightly lighter week at the gym was much appreciated. And then we obviously had the Wednesday session. And then with this public holiday today, I've just taken the opportunity to really just give myself an extra day of recovery that I don't necessarily get because I work full time. Afternoon now, and I'm just doing some recovery after going for my long run, and I just thought that I would give you some thoughts on my training session yesterday. So both Russ and I were really happy with the session. Counting the strides definitely makes such a big difference. It just helps you know where you are in the race, and just approaching the hurdle, it just makes everything so much easier, and you're just focusing on counting and running into the hurdle. You don't worry about other little things that can put you off. And then after we did the 3 reps of the hurdles, we did some faster, speedier stuff, and that went well as well. So all up, it's been a pretty good training week. I'm pretty tired this afternoon, so I'm not going to do much more than just some active recovery and try and have an early night. I'm really excited to start racing again in the near future to see, where we can continue to improve and hopefully run some really fast times and some personal bests. So thank you very much for watching another video. I hope you will consider subscribing if you aren't already. Don't forget to hit the like button and also the bell so that you don't miss when I upload. Also, my socials are all linked down below if you want to get some more behind the scenes stuff from my training life and just my life in general. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.